Hi, folks. Today we're gonna talk a little bit about something that honestly this is on my heart when I got up this morning, and so I kind of want to bring it to you. Uh, a word of encouragement, a little bit of a challenge, and maybe for some of you to maybe give you that little extra encouragement to step out a little bit. What are you talking about? Most of the time I don't know, but I took notes today, so it doesn't mean that it's actually going to come out the way that's written down, but hopefully it'll get us on track here. Why are we here? What's the purpose of life? Uh, um, is there meaning to be found in this existence? And I believe I might have a good answer for that, and it's yes. The answer is yes. Yes, there is meaning in life. Yes, there is purpose in life. And yes, you were put here to do something. And it doesn't matter how you believe that you got here. This is a true thing. And the reason I know that is because everything from Christianity to secular humanism just kind of reiterates these same thoughts. And so I want to kind of condense them down, just like I said, throw them out there and challenge you. But also, for those of you who, as soon as I said that, you're in your head, you're like, no, there's no meaning in life. Life is meaningless. There is no point. We just are born, live, and die, and that's all there is. I challenge you that there's more than that. And if you, one of one of my points here, and we'll just jump right into that. If you think life has no meaning, then I would suggest to you that maybe you think the whole world's about you. Sorry. I'm sorry. If you have spent your entire life trying to make yourself happy, you're not going to. You're never going to make yourself happy. Happiness does not come from acquiring. You know, it's not something that you can ever attain by the acquisition of people or money or fame. It's never going to take you there. It's almost a running joke. We look at the wealthiest among us, and they have some of the highest divorce rates. They have some of the highest drug abuse and drug use rates. Why? Because living your life for yourself is never going to bring you any kind of meaning. You have to get out and make an impact and in another person's life. Give someone else a hand up, an ear to listen to, a shoulder to cry on. That's where you're going to find happiness. That's where you're going to find fulfillment. You're never going to find fulfillment in constantly seeking your own pleasure. It simply doesn't happen. You can medicate yourself with everything, every frickin' pharmaceutical that's on the market. You can take them, and all it's going to do is end you up in the hospital. You can smoke all the weed you want. You can drink all the beer that you want. You're never, ever going to find happiness at the bottom of a bottle, at the bottom of a bong. You're never going to find it. That's not where it's at. I suggest to you that the real meaning of this life, if you're looking for meaning in this life, you're only going to find it in helping someone else. It's more blessed to give than receive. You know, we've all heard that 1,000 times. And it's one of those things that we say it, and we have said it so often that it bears no impact. There's no meaning to it. I challenge you, prove me wrong. Be involved in another human's life. Go out to someone who, in your mind, may not necessarily be deserving or may not be necessarily the type of person that you would normally interact with, and help them. Encourage them. Be a shoulder to cry on. Whatever it is that person needs, I suggest to you that you attempt to do that, to fill that need, to be that person that goes, be the Good Samaritan. Do something that is beyond what you normally would think is appropriate. Is that too much? Is that too heavy? I'm really sorry. I'm trying not to be too heavy. And I'm looking at the clock and I'm realizing that I need to talk faster. That's funny. That's the last thing I need to do is talk faster. So I believe the purpose is to do good, not to be selfish, not to think that you're the center of the universe, because you ain't. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be trying to put yourself there. You're never going to find happiness. You're never going to find fulfillment in your life if all you do is view everything in the context of what's in it for me. It's not a CYA. It's not make sure that no one can get close enough to me to hurt me. Well, you're never going to have a meaningful relationship with another human being if you don't expose yourself enough and risk the hurt. If you're not willing to risk the hurt, you're never going to have a good relationship, ever. I'm an expert on bad relationships. It's 100% or it's nothing. You're either all in or get out. There is no satisfaction in this life if you are not willing to go the whole way. Professional athletes, professional musicians, not so much professional musicians, sorry, because most professional musicians are famous because they were marketable, and it really rarely has anything to do with actual skill set, and the most talented people that exist on this planet will never be famous. They just won't. That's not how that industry works. Professional athletes, they work for it. They spend their whole life focused on it. That's why they're at the level that they are. Are you willing to give up the comforts of day-to-day life to actually make an impact on the world? That's what it takes. It takes turning the TV off. It takes spending money that you don't need to be spending, not satisfying yourself. Well, I would give to the poor. If I won, this is one of my favorite things. If I won the lottery, I'd donate 10% of it to charities. Well, how much do you donate now? 0? Do you think that's going to change if you get a bunch of money? No, it's not going to change. Affect the change now. Right where you're at, right where you're standing right now, be the change. It's up to us. It is not anyone else's job to fix the condition of our society. It's our job. We are the society. Foundation of our society is us. There is no society outside of humanity, but we always want to push it off on somebody else. As Michael Jackson would say, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. We have to look at our own self and say, what can I do to make this world better? And I would suggest to you that in the process of doing that, you're going to find your meaning. You're going to find happiness. You're going to find that satisfaction that you have been looking for. You're never going to find it trying to satisfy yourself. Looking, what makes me happy? What makes me happy? Well, what's going to actually give you real joy is when you reach outside of your own world. As a pastor friend of mine used to say for years ago, it's me, my four, and no more. The only thing that we're concerned about is our own family, and we're not willing to step outside of that and be a helping hand, to be that good Samaritan to another human being. Now, there's another group of people that are hearing this, and what they're hearing is, when I say that there's a meaning in life and that everyone has a purpose, is they disagree. I don't have any meaning. I don't have a purpose. You have a purpose. You have a meaning. You're not a waste of flesh. You're not just filling space. You are a unique individual that was put on this earth to make a difference. Don't listen to the lie. It's a lie. It's a lie to believe that nothing that you do matters. It's a lie. You have to stop listening to the lie. Get out and do something. What happens is we get up, the world collapses on us. Everything goes wrong, and we sit like everyone else. Everyone goes through this. Everyone feels this at some level or another, or at one point in their life or another. I encourage you to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and find a way where you can impact another person's life. Looking for someone who is going to solve your problem is never going to give you any kind of purpose or meaning in this life. Why not for a minute? And please, I challenge you, for a minute, put aside these feelings that you have. I'm not discounting your feelings. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't feel that way and that it's not perfectly justifiable and that it's common to man. What you're going through is common. It's a common occurrence in everyone's life. But what we have to do is to look outside of our window and look out into the world and see, well, I can't fix. Take this perspective. I can't fix myself. This is wrong with me. That's wrong with me. Whatever it is that you feel like is a shortcoming in your life that you have wrestled with and struggled with for maybe your entire life, that you've got no answer to, and that you've never come to any kind of solution on. So I suggest that you take that and put it on the shelf, look out your window, and see, well, I can't fix myself. I can't seem to help myself, but maybe I can help another person. Maybe there's someone out there that I can be an encouragement to, uplifting to, help them out in whatever way that it is. Try that. See where it goes. See where it takes you. And I'm here to tell you, as a person who struggles with that feeling, you have to get out of your box. Sorry. The answer is not in rolling yourself up in your bedroom day in and day out and only thinking about your life. It's never going to get fixed that way. You have to get out of that comfort zone and you have to say, today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe I won't be able to do it, but today I'm going to find someone, that I can put a smile on their face, or maybe say a good word to them, or do something that might lift that person up. And you're going to find it. In that work, you'll find it. I'm sorry. All right. Sorry. This is a big deal to me. We are our brother's keeper. We are. There's no, for any of you that have any, any of you that have any kind of a biblical-based belief system, the Bible repeatedly says, we are our brother's keeper. It is our responsibility. It's our responsibility to stop looking at ourselves. I've said this 20 times, I bet. It's not about you. It's not. Happiness is not about you finding what you want, what satisfies your personal wants. You're never going to find it. It doesn't work. Keep trying it. There's many, many people that have spent their entire life doing nothing but heaping on themselves what makes them happy, and they're miserable human beings. You're not any better. You're not going to outthink it. You're not going to beat the system that is in place. It's not going to happen. You have to reach out. You have to be the one willing to go out and make the change. You think that society is full of hate? You would be 100% correct. The only thing that overcomes hate is love. Not you getting things, but you giving things. You showing love to another person. The Bible says that if a man would have friends, he must show himself friendly. What you want, that's what you need to give. Because that's what comes back. Does that make sense? I hope I haven't lost anybody. I'm really sorry. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm almost 50-minute mark, and I really apologize for the length of this. When you leave this world, will this world be better because you were in it? In all your life and all the things that you have accomplished, will the world be a better place after you're gone than before you got here? Is there anything more important? The testimony that you leave, the impact that you leave when you leave this world, is there anything of more value than for you to have made an impact on another human being, those are the things that carry on. We're all looking for immortality. We're all looking for a way to extend kind of our impact or our influence, or however you want to put it together. We're all looking for that way for at least part of us to live on beyond this life that we have. The only way that you can do that is by being impactful to another person's life. And then they will do that, and then they will carry it on, and then they will carry on. That's the purpose. If you feel like that there's no meaning, if you feel like that your existence has no impact on society, then I challenge you to question yourself, what have you done to change that? I don't feel like I'm important. Well, maybe you should find someone that you can help, and they are going to look at you as important. The feeling of importance comes from the way or the amount that we impact other people. It's not from your bank account. None of that matters. Let me tell you something. You ain't taking it with you. It ain't going anywhere. And in most cases, it ain't even going to your family. It's going to go to a lawyer somewhere or that's just how it works. It's fleeting. These physical things, these temporary things that we acquire and that we desire, they're fleeting. What is going to last? What is going to make sure, if this is important for you, to make an impact on your world, you have to go do it. Sitting and talking about it doesn't get you anywhere. You have to get out of your comfort zone, swallow hard, and do that thing that you feel like that you need to be doing. We all have it. And for those of us, like I said, those of us who struggle with does our life have any meaning? It has meaning. If you want to experience what that meaning is, go help someone else. Go touch someone's life, be involved in someone else's life, not for what you can get out of it, but for what you can give. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. I'm going to apologize for the time on all these because I can't get through them any faster. But I hope you've enjoyed it. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. If you found this, if this touched you, please share it with another person. I don't make a penny on any of these things. I could use this time. If money was my goal, I would not be doing this. This world needs people to stop looking at themselves and reach out a little bit and change the lives that are around you. It's within your ability. It's within your power to impact society. You just have to do it. All right. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys later.